I'm Jennifer Ingabire. I was born in Uganda, and of course I studied in Uganda. I'm a product of Makerere University Business School. I did a higher diploma in marketing, and after that I joined KIST. I did a BCom in finance, and then I did a master's in business administration, specializing in project management in the Maastricht School of Management. I'm the third born, but the first girl. I come from a family of 10. We are 8 surviving, and I'm married. I have 3 girls. I worked with a security company, and in that security company, I was the director of sales and marketing. So I used to meet so many customers. So when this industry was just coming up, I should say it started with me. So we'd get so many inquiries. And back then, of course, we didn't have internet, we didn't have communication, was really poor. So we'd just go out and send out emails to South Africa, get quotations. And of course, with time, I got so much involved into this electronic security equipment. And in 2010, actually 2009, that is when I got the idea. I had a supplier who used to supply us with this equipment. He had a branch in Uganda, and then we thought of going into a partnership. So we went into a partnership, and we started Security World Technology on the 1st of January 2010. So 2014 is when I started Orbit Solutions. And looking at how the country is growing, I should say that it was a good timing. So the government brought up policies of compulsory building permits. Unless you will not get building permits or occupation permits without most of these equipments in place, like fire extinguishers, like cameras and stuff. So that really boosted our market. And in just a short time, I should say the market just bloomed from a struggling industry to a high demanding industry. And being one of the pioneers in this industry, they found me really ready and focused. And I should say I have been moving with the development of the country in terms of security. When we started, definitely the journey has not been that smooth or so easy. Especially in terms of finance. You would have demands, but then you don't have the capacity to get enough stock that could satisfy our customers. So personally, I started with the small stocks, and then of course I would buy on demand. And then I started approaching the banks. And I remember I got the first overdraft of 30M, and then I used that overdraft to buy stock for some of the fast-moving products that I had. Of course, with the clients or with the market, you look at the fast-moving products, and customers want to see things available, quick deliveries. So I should say there was a platform that we were given, especially equal opportunities that we were given, and also somehow priorities came up, and they were given to us as Rwandans. So let's say if we are competing for a market, I should take this opportunity to appreciate that we were always given a priority as Rwandans, and this of course boosts our confidence. And of course also boosts our motivation to invest more, and also make sure that we don't let down our customers and also our people. For me as an entrepreneur, I am really proud that I have been able to contribute to the development of this country by giving employment to young people. We give internships, we pay taxes, we do voluntary compliance, and once we pay taxes, we know automatically we are contributing to the development of the government of the country, the infrastructures, the roads that we have, and even ourselves. For me, myself as a person, I have really grown, and I cannot express how much confidence I have and how much more dreams that I have looking at where the country is going and where I'm coming from and where I am now. I feel I have much more motivation and enthusiasm to do much more and move at the speed at which the country is developing. So I run short of words, and I just feel so proud, and I feel like I want to inspire other people to really join this move that we are in. And I should say that the sky is the limit. Better things are yet to come. The obstacles, of course, they are there, but not so much. One is sometimes if we approach customers, sometimes they have this impression that we can't do things because maybe someone is not from Europe or America or not in a white skin. So you find that the level of confidence they have takes long. They don't really trust you from the word go, unless now you have done it somewhere and then you show, look, this is what I have done. You give references, but even to get those references, sometimes it takes a bit of energy to convince our people that even us here in Rwanda, we can do these things. Because the world has become just one global market. Whatever is in Europe, whatever is in America, we have here, but they don't believe it. I should just give an example of some people who went to buy stuff in Dubai from a distributor in Dubai, but we had them here. So when they came, they wanted someone to install. They came with the exact stuff that we have here. Some time back, I gave a quotation to MTN for a fire suppression system. Because they normally buy from South Africa, they didn't think that here in Rwanda, I can do it, we can do it. And we did the first fire suppression system with MTN Rwanda. It was very cheap, it was easy support, and readily available. So it took a lot of paperwork and convincing for them to give us that first chance, that trust for us to do this job for them. But with time, of course, this was a time that back then, but now with time, of course, things are getting better. They get the confidence and also that spirit of patriotism that we have, that we should support our very own. Personally, I'm a positive person. I have a positive attitude. So that positive attitude and that enthusiasm, the zeal, the energy that I put, and I trust myself. This is one thing that has helped me, that I do believe in myself. So once I'm into something, I'll make sure it works out. So I've not doubted myself, especially that I know the market needs what we are doing. And being someone of integrity, we practice voluntary and compliance 100%. We do the right thing at the right time. We are not intending to do anything. So I just believe that with that, it will take us a long way. So I've never really doubted myself. The challenges, of course, that I have had from the beginning was the staff. Initially, it was very hard to get competent staff in positions, especially finance, accountants, technicians. So we'd get them from Kenya. But right now, as we speak, we have Rwandese. All my staff, they are all Rwandans. But there is a time I had like 90% Kenyans. You make an interview, you conduct an interview, you even fail to get someone who can express himself in English. But right now, I should say we have technicians from IPRC, all different these IPRC institutions. We have accountants from these universities, and they are very good. So my approach is I start with young people, they start as interns, and then I recruit them. So by the time they come, they already know. By the time I employ them, they already know the job. So the first challenge was the employees and the competent staff to work with. So at some point, I was doing everything by myself. I would do clearing, I would do accounting, declaration of taxes, I would do importation, I would do stock. But right now, I'm very confident with the team that I have. I have people who understand their job. You just show them a little bit and then they pick up very quickly. So I think we are moving in the right direction. Personally, I rely so much with financial institutions, especially banks. I know I don't fear to take up any project of any amount. I have done really big projects, and I know I have built a relationship with my bank. or not even one bank. I work with so many banks, actually most of the banks. But of course, most specifically I&M Bank and Equity Bank. So the biggest challenge here that we've had is collateral. Back then, it was very hard to give collateral to the bank because you don't have assets. But Orbit Solutions, we have built our own assets. So we don't have any challenge of accessing finance. And of course, the government policy of empowering women, we get I shouldn't say special treatment, but I think like the conference that we met at Equity Bank, it was specifically for women, to empower women to access finance, to empower women to get confidence to go and borrow, as long as you're going to use the money that you have borrowed for the right purpose that you have borrowed it for. So for me, I think that is one aspect that has helped us really grow and also build our capital and our investments. It takes time. Even me, it took me time, because at first I would fear that what if I fail to pay and then my property gets auctioned. But it is just a phase that that someone goes through. But as long as you take the first, let's say, loan and you pay it well, you go for another one, you upgrade from a smaller one to a bigger one. So with time, you get to understand the rule of the game. Because for now, I can say I can have like 3 or 4 loans running at the same time. I just need to understand, when is this one due, how much do I need? You plan. Yes, the discipline and also the planning. Because if you don't plan, maybe it is time to pay, you don't have the money right away. So you just need to plan, and you have to really be alert and awake, because the banks are there for us. And the money they have is not for them, it is for us. So if you don't take this chance, you will not grow, you will stay in the same place. For instance, if maybe I was to stick to what I had back then, 30 million, I would have stayed at that level. But right now, I have grown from one level to another because of the banks, because of the amount that I can access. So the higher you access, the more money you access, the more projects you engage in, and the more returns you will get. And of course, the investments. I also like the idea of how business is set up generally. I don't know how much knowledge you know about business, but let's say if everything goes through business, like for instance, if I have a house like this one, or maybe I have a property and it is registered under business, the return that I will get is more than if I had it as an individual. For instance, all the expenses that I will use on this one, I'll make sure I remove it from all my sales, and I grow further. I use that money to reinvest. At the same time, I don't have to really pay so much money in taxes. So you just know the rule of the business. So once you understand the game very well, I'm telling you, the sky is the limit. So for me personally, I have really understood being compliant does not mean that you're going to lose money. No, you will pay. I will depreciate the assets, remove them from the sales that I have done, that I have made, and I'm going to reinvest. So whatever I've reinvested, I have to deduct it. So the tax system has been set up in a way that it favors further development. Further development. You reinvest and reinvest and reinvest. So that's how businesses grow and grow very fast, and that's how also the country is growing. Because you become compliant, you are growing yourself, you're growing the country, you're employing people. So it is just like a cycle that pushes you to another level, to another level, to another level. Women should have confidence in themselves. So the way our culture has been built, or the way we look at culture and the way the society is set up, is that women have been always taken to be in the background, and then the men are at the front. For me, I have come to believe the opposite. I'm not saying that I undermine men, but I have a feeling and I believe that women have more potential than men. First of all, women can do so many things at the same time. A man will do one thing at a time. You finishes this one, goes to the other one. But for me, I can do so many things at the same time. And this does not even stop you from playing your role as a mother. So the culture setup, the cultural barriers should be broken. This is what I should tell our women, that we should break these cultural barriers. And in any case, if maybe you have some things that are holding you behind, you have a breakthrough and get out of things that are holding you behind, something that is telling you that you can't do it, yet you can do it, because God has given us this capacity. God has given us this potential. So you break, the women, I should tell them, break this barrier of lack of confidence. Have faith in yourself. Have confidence in yourself and be innovative. I have learned to be very, very innovative. As you see, I do security, but I'm not now in security alone, because I have broadened my mind. I have widened my, I build, I do apartments, I do this. So I've become very, very open and think, being innovative, what else can I do? How can I produce this into something that is producing revenue? Instead of looking at things that are going to waste your time, going to things that are making you lose money, instead look at things that are bringing money into your pocket. Assets, look, emphasize, focus on assets than liabilities. So once you focus on the assets and liabilities and you have the confidence and the faith in yourself, the sky is the limit. I have tested it, I have seen it, and it is working. It is working. I should also inspire them, if you don't have the money, because that is also the biggest challenge that we have as women. There are so many funds and grants out there that are specifically focused for women. So you approach the banks, you will not know unless you go out. So get out of your comfort zone, get out of the house, go out, meet people, read. The more you read, the more you reach out to people, the more information you get, the more powerful you are going to become. Technology has simplified everything. I don't have to sit here in the office for me to do my work. I do my work everywhere, anytime. I respond to emails, I delegate, I communicate, I order stuff online. So you really don't have to be present in the office. So technology has helped us to, of course, as mothers, as parents, you do your parenting, you're with the children, but at the same time, you're also working. So that multitasking and also learning to delegate. Like for instance, I can even spend days without coming to the office, but I'm working. I'm sending emails. I'm following up orders. I'm following up customers. I'm following up invoices. I'm following up contracts. So I'm doing all this, responding to clients' calls. So I do everything wherever I am. I don't have really to be in the office. So what I can say is that there shouldn't be any limitation for you as a parent to meet your needs as a parent and also to fulfill your duties at work, because you don't have to be present in the office. You can do your work anywhere, anytime, and make sure you finish what you are supposed to do for that day. Your to-do list, you plan yourself. If today I'm going to do it, if you plan, you make sure you have fulfilled your plan. Don't go to bed unless you have finished your plan for the day. And of course, you don't say I'm tired, because you have time to get to rest, of course, but also maximize your time. We have 8 hours in a day, or even more. For me, I even work even at night. Before I go to bed, I make sure I have responded to everything that I was supposed to do. Because if I keep it, tomorrow will have its own new things that are going to come up. So I don't pile up things. So this is one advice I give parents. Please delegate and use your time wisely. Don't go in unnecessary or unproductive things, and also maximize on your potential, because we have a lot of potential.